Hello everyone and welcome back to another season of Hermitcraft. It is the 7th and I, my friends, am ready for another season full of adventures, shenanigans, pranks, storylines and of course amazing Minecraft builds. Are you ready as well? I am deadly excited and we are flying over the Mushroom Island that is the very center of our world for this season. We have big plans for this location, and over here we're just zooming in on the spawn island right now. This is it, it's tiny and you can see all of the hermits logging in for the very first time, ready to start off this adventure. I've got to admit I had a bit of a deja vu moment here going back to season 4. The same thing happened. We spawned on a tiny island in the middle of the ocean with no trees, so the first thing we had to do was all go and split up so we could find some wood.
Nice plan.
Hey, I didn't ask
oh
for the
my
wizard
word!
life, the wizard life chose me.
Looks good.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
nice.
Were you waiting for Sahara to restock again?
The Reaper.
That might take a little bit of time now.
The beard has grown.
Come on,
Very
Zizuma, you do
practical,
it.
too.
I'm not. Yeah. Come on, X.
Oh, why do I always
Do it.
have to do it? Jeez.
Zuma.
Yes, yeah, just do a short thing. Just why
Okay,
me?
okay, I'll do a
I'm
short
not-
thing.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Hermitcraft Season 7. Go! Go! Start! Start!
Oh my god.
Which way are we going? That's the
where,
I don't even know
where
what
did
to
you
do.
start? That's the question.
I would say make a wise decision and head towards land with trees.
Thanks, That's
Let's
you're
go.
so useful. I've
Well-
always said so.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, this isn't wise.
I mean, head towards the Mushroom Island, you won't find any trees there.
That's what I was going to say.
So of course, in this video, I'll be talking about what our plans are as a community for this season, this world of Hermitcraft. We're also going to look at the data packs and special features we have. I'll talk about who's playing this season and also my own plans, where do I want to play, what am I going to do this season. All of that's coming. There's also an announcement about an event we have happening the weekend after this video goes out, so make sure you stick around for all of that stuff. Right now though, I want to share with you some of the first funny moments that we had together on this server. We formed a little group of 5 who all swam in the same direction, and the first thing I thought we would need is a bed so we could just get rid of the night as soon as it came, and this actually led us into a little bit of a problem. Well, I got the bed covered.
Where's okay?
Ready?
Oh,
you got it? Nice.
Yep.
come on,
so
Beesuma.
no
give us
nighttime.
the
Bam.
bed.
You can set your spawn in it now as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
oh, that is.
Praise 1.15.
I'm gonna
Well,
starve to
there's
death
food
before
if-
I've got a couch.
I'll make a furnace and cook this up and...
We
you
could
can
always
have
eat
it.
Hypno,
Honestly.
right?
Hey,
I
whoa,
mean,
whoa,
that's-
whoa, whoa!
Do you know where there's food? Out there in the ocean, kelp?
Oh,
Get a bunch of that.
That's
Is it-
true.
Does
right.
I don't
you
think
eat
I've
kelp?
ever eaten kelp before.
okay, starting food, and I'll start making a
Yeah.
farm for
Heading
you.
out toward the water to get some help.
What if the multiplayer sleep isn't working?
Oh God, please, please.
Then
no.
there's only one person to blame, Izuma.
Yes.
That's
Got 'em.
true.
glad to volunteer.
It's the weirdest looking...
Eggs.
It's like a bee.
We have a problem.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
X, what did you do? Everyone quick, bury yourself underground.
Get your
Can we get
swords at the
some
ready.
blade?
Oh, here we go.
Oh god, no.
Azuma.
Protect me,
Yeah,
I'm
as soon as
typing
they-
commands in.
Get out of the way
Kill
then.
him! Protect him!
There you go. Put a torch there. Be
Okay,
safe.
quickly. Protect. I'm going to move the bed. Oh, someone else has
Protect
got the
the
bed.
bed.
Protect the bed
That's
that
me.
someone else
hang
has.
on, hang on. I'll put it. There you go.
Okay, right. Protect
Zombies
me.
everywhere!
Zombie, protect you from.
There we go.
Yeah! There you go. Don't get set on fire.
Woo!
Watch out.
Woo!
Oh no, I
Ow.
got set on fire.
Absolutely
Ooh.
dying, but hooray!
Ooh.
Oh no, God,
There's water.
Skelly,
Oh.
Ah! It hurts! Make it stop.
make it
Whoa.
stop.
I'm very low on health.
Professional.
Corellis was slain by Iskall. What?
That was
Oh my
close.
gosh, we're starting already.
PvP already, guys.
Corrales.
Oh.
Sleep. I mean,
This is the perfect start. This could not have possibly gone
Yeah.
any differently.
It could have been worse. It just means the very first statistics are not part of Hermitcraft history.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Which is the kind of thing that used to really annoy me, like OCD and perfectness, but now I'm just like, You'll be dead one day.
Just like, whatever. You'll
Yeah.
be dead one day.
Exactly.
Gosh,
I'm not going to
fatalism,
be
dude.
thinking about that on my deathbed, okay?
I mean, you are now, because we're going to be standing there and going, X,
Oh,
do you
that's
remember
true.
those stats?
Yeah, season 7.
The
Remember
stats,
the beginning.
X,
Be
the
like, this
stats.
is really not appropriate. These are my dying moments.
But it is quite funny.
It is, yeah. So one of the things I wanted to point out after I played a little bit in the beginning is that kelp is a really great source of food in the very beginning. It's a little bit tedious to eat, but there's an absolute abundance of it out there in the ocean for you to grab. So if you're playing near an ocean in a brand new world, be sure to go and get yourself some kelp. And also, if you didn't catch wind of what was going on back there with sleeping in the bed, I completely derped and forgot to put the data packs onto the server. So for all of the things I had to do, I got everything right, but I just forgot about the data packs. Oh, to be fair, hardly any lag or anything like that. We are in 1.15, which has been optimized.
True.
Like in a big way, the server should generally be really good performance-wise. And look at how many people are online right now.
That's quite a lot of people.
Also,
It
it's
is.
5 minutes since I
Feels bad
activated the pack that does the whole how long you've been on the
Oh.
server for.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay,
Ah.
that makes sense.
But we should totally set it for deaths, I think, in the beginning. That would be way more interesting.
And whatever else you need.
Shields? Shields are for people who pay attention.
Well, which is obviously what you didn't do earlier. So
Okay, there you go.
You see how it works? I'm
There's
going
a
to actually
skelly
make
down
some
here.
coal before I come down here.
Dig down.
Hey, I found Rendog.
Is Ren here?
You found Redlog. Where?
He's just in our area now. I think he just insulted me.
What do you say?
I think he did.
He said I was
You were
terrifying. I scared him away.
I mean, you are a bee man. You are a bit reminiscent of fly.
I mean,
So-
not everybody likes bees, you know. Some people are scared
Love
of them.
bees.
So.
Some
So-
people are allergic.
I like bees, but some people don't.
That is right, my friends. For this season of Hermitcraft, I am Beesumavoid. You know I like to have fun with the skins, but it's actually going to be an essential part of my plan for the very beginning, what we are going to be doing in this episode. And right now, I'm almost ready to make an enchantment on a pick because I have almost 30 levels of experience points. I got our bookshelves sorted out, an enchanting table, and a pick here to enchant. Although this one probably isn't going to get us fortune free, which is what I am after. So, first of all, let's just go through a little bit of story as to how I got here. So my very first diamond was actually given to me by Zombie Cleo. We were bantering about armor stands and she just threw one of her first diamonds at me. Then later on, when I got down into the branch mine, I had found myself 2 diamonds, so the 3 of those allowed us to make our first diamond pick. Not long after that, I found a few more diamonds, but I didn't mine these. I thought I'd mark them with torches so that I could come back here later and mine them with fortune free, which is of course what we want to get early on so we can get lots and lots of diamonds together. And then after a little while of caving, I found some lava and I'd thought ahead and gone to the surface and gotten myself a bucket of water, so this allowed us to get some obsidian. I also got enough to make a nether portal as well. We might, pop in the nether and get something useful from there later on. Then I needed to go exploring and find some cows, which didn't take me long. These are actually right next to where we were settled. And doing some more exploring, I found a village. And inside of here, there were some bookshelves, as well as blocks like lecterns and cartographer tables and grindstones, which I thought I might as well take as they'll be useful later on. But I figured I want to go straight for that level 30 enchantment, and a village was a really good way to get a bunch of bookshelves. Now this wasn't the only village that I went to. This second one that I found was a sandy village, but it was sort of inside of a grassy biome as well, and it had this really interesting look where the buildings are generated on multiple levels. Looks kind of cool, right? But here I actually found tons and tons of hay bales and loads of bread and wheat inside of the chests. So the loot here was really good. We now have a decent food source and loads of it. Thanks to all those hay bales, we now have loads and loads of bread. And so when I got back from my little raiding adventure, we had all the bookshelves that we needed, and we could make our enchanting table. So as you can see, I have 30 levels of experience points. However, this enchantment doesn't guarantee us to get fortune. So what I want to do is perhaps a dud enchantment first, as I've actually stored up some XP by using all of these furnaces. So we've got stored stone where I've just smelted the cobble, and down here we've got lots of iron and gold as well, and that should help us get back up to level 30 after we do a dud enchantment. So I think I'm just going to put something, whatever this is, onto a sword. Sharpness, that's not so bad. And then let's see, what do we get for... I have to remove the torches. So for 30 levels we get Fortune 2. It's not Fortune 3, but I will actually take that, as it may take us many more rolls to get Fortune 3. So if we jump down the end here, how much is a stack of iron worth? Not quite enough. Some gold, and then some more iron, and there you go. We've got 30 levels of experience points. Fantastic. And we will take that Fortune 2, and we will go and mine some diamonds with them. Oh, and we got Unbreaking as well. That is fantastic. So we got 20 diamonds, and I went out and did some more caving, but I didn't find any more than this. Now, I actually want to make another pick. You might have other priorities in mind, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a lot more mining for resources, and I'd like to be able to, you know, have an efficiency 4 pick. And I think this one, yep, is actually efficiency 4. So now it's fingers crossed to see if we get Unbreaking as well. Ah, okay. Well, anyway, we've got a fast mining pick if we need one. We got Fortune 2 sorted out, and we're kind of ready to move on. And before we do that, I do just want to take a moment to show off the skin once again, and also say thank you to the author pbob42, who sent me this skin back in Season 6. I was originally going to put this skin on for the Hexabee project, but then updating to 1.15 got delayed, and yeah, the rest is history, I guess. So I was going to do this for the Hexabee project, but hey, we're finally here, and this is all because of the bees, which we're going to learn about soon. But next of all in this video, I think it's time for us to go through what is special about Season 7 of Hermitcraft. So this is pretty much the very center of the world, an absolutely giant mushroom island that we can use for a communal shopping area, and possibly for other projects as well. This will be a peaceful place to put our most extravagant of builds together to create a whole new heart for the economy this season on Hermitcraft. Now, I believe that this was discovered by Captain Wutax, who actually used a program to go through a whole bunch of different seeds looking for an island like this that was very central in the world. Now, as you can see, the island is actually surrounded by terrain pretty much on all sides with a really nice mix of biomes, and this is what we were looking for, having a central communal area but also having a space to play around it. So what you'll see is that lots of the hermits are going to spread out and play along the coastlines and the surrounding areas, so that they're all centralized in the world, and then the heart of our world is this shopping district that is built in the Mushroom Island. This island also has a very odd and unique feature: a single oak tree. There's just one on the entire island. I think we should keep this there for the entire season. Now, a lot of you were speculating that we were going to play on the snapshots, and because they are developmental versions of the game and we're very protective of our Hermitcraft world, we've decided that we're not going to play in 1.16 until it's finished, or, you know, maybe there's some snapshots later on that are clearly stable and ready for us to play on. So the nether that we have here is actually going to be reset later on in the season, and we've agreed that we're not really going to do any proper projects in here. Everything is going to be temporary, and nothing will survive the update to 1.16. So later on in the season, we have a big event to look forward to where our nether gets reset and we get to enjoy a whole new update inside of the nether. Now, if you happen to be completely in the dark on 1.16, well, I've covered it here on this channel, so I'll take the opportunity to cheekily plug my snapshot video covering the first snapshot of 1.16, link on the screen and down below. And while I'm at it, if you're not subscribed, maybe you're here checking out Season 7 for the first time, or you've watched some of the other Hermits, then be sure to subscribe, and I'll be uploading lots of regular episodes of Hermitcraft real soon. Now let's talk about the data packs that are going to be on this season. We're going to have the AFK display, the Anti-Enderman Griefing pack. We will of course have our Armor Stand book, which has been very popular. Double shulker shells will be included like last time. We decided, however, not to include the dragon dropping the elytra, so this season we'll have to go all the way out to the end cities to get an elytra. We will of course have more mob heads once again, and you already know that multiplayer sleep will be included, as that's how I found out I forgot to put the data packs in. Track raw statistics and track statistics are going to be included, also the nether portal coordinates just like last season. We will once again have the ability to silence mobs by using name tags. We're also going to have coordinates HUD again, however this one is modified so that there is no time display, it's just going to be coordinates only. And we're also going to have player head drops, so this season if a player kills another player, that player is going to drop their head and it's also going to tell you who killed them. So let's do a little demonstration. Over here I'm in survival mode. And I'm going to kill myself with creative, and you see that the head has dropped and it tells you who has killed the player. So these are like little trophies for killing other hermits, and it all sounds very grim, doesn't it? But we're all friends. I'm sure PvP will be kept to a minimum. Now this season we have another special feature. We've introduced mini heads into Hermitcraft and they've been hugely successful, especially with the use of armor stands. And the way we did it last season is that you could go down into mine shafts and random chests in the world and potentially find gem heads that you could then trade with gem villagers. This time we've decided to introduce it into the world more organically through the wandering trader. So whenever one of these spawns into the world and we haven't messed with how they spawn, just simply once one appears inside of the game, its data gets modified and it gets given between 1 and 3 player heads like this, and then the option to trade a single block with a emerald to create 8 player heads, and I think it has between 5 and 7 of these at random. So this is the way you'll be able to obtain these blocks here, making them much rarer in the world, and another way to obtain hermit heads without fighting anyone. This will also retain the original trades as well, so the wandering trader will be like normal with its regular trades, but it will also include these extra ones whenever they appear in the world. Now another question we often get with a new season of Hermitcraft is who's going to be playing, and you can actually see everyone who's playing up the top here, but if you click on the members list on the side, you'll see everyone who's put their name forward to be a part of Season 7, and those that are not are down in the inactive section, and hopefully you will see them later on in the season if they change their minds. Also, while we're here, you can click on Hermitcraft over here on the right hand side and get exclusively Hermitcraft videos, so this is a great way to catch all of the videos coming your way in Season 7. Now we'll get back to the Minecraft in just a second. The last thing to let you know is that we have a live stream weekend prepared the day after this video goes out, which should be a Friday. So the following weekend there are 2 live stream days, and you can find out about it here on livestream.hermitcraft.com. If you visit this place, you'll see the graphic I put on the screen a second ago, and you'll have links to each of the hermits down here so you can catch them streaming on Twitch. So I have emerged from the deep dark depths of the branch mines in this Minecraft world because we're traveling to another location. The spot that we're on right here was going to be my original place to play and build. However, I had a change of heart right before Season 7 started and a wave of inspiration to do something entirely different. Now, one of the reasons that I picked this spot is because it had some birch trees here and I've collected some birch saplings. And then the other thing that I needed, that it has plenty of, is flowers. And this, my friends, is how we're going to get started in this season of Hermitcraft. A very strange way to do so, right? Can you figure it out? Flowers and birch saplings? What exactly is it I'm planning here? So I've gathered up my flowers, and I've also gathered all of my belongings into these chests, and I'm going to have to grab a boat, and we're going to take the best of them and swim a long ways over to a new location off in the distance. So from the spawn island, we first travelled east over to this landmass, and I went in that direction because this was originally where I was going to play. I would settle down in this plains biome next to the desert and make it my home. However, I found a new location that I want to play with, and it is actually all the way back across the other side of this area. So we're going to take a boat past the mesa, past the mushroom island, and head over to a jungle biome over here. This giant mass right here, including this little island off to the side, this is going to be my home for the season. So now we just got to make the journey there. So it was about a 10-minute journey to get over here, maybe not that long, I don't know, I wasn't timing it, and I brought with me some valuables as you can see. We need to set up enchanting because I'm probably going to make myself a diamond axe as I've got a lot of chopping to do. Yes, I need to clear out some space for our very first project, and the jungle biome is probably one of the hardest places to clear out, right? I never make things easy for myself. And by the way, this isn't the center of our area. However, there is a skeleton spawner somewhere underground here that we are going to be taking advantage of in the future. So we are situated up there, and down here in this valley, I thought this would be a good space to clear out. And me being me, I then remembered that what we're going to do is basically temporary, and so clearing this out now doesn't make any sense. Let's head over to one of the biomes nearby and I'll show you what I have up my sleeve. So why birch saplings and why flowers? It's because I want to get bees nests in the easiest way that I could think of that didn't involve exploring and scavenging. So with the birch saplings, we have trees that are going to grow at a predictable height and shape and make it easy for them to chop down. And of course they can generate bees nests if they're within the range of 2 blocks of a flower. So here in the middle we have a row of flowers. I actually think this might need to be 1 block closer now that I think about it, but that is the general idea right there. These trees will grow up and some of them are going to have bees nests. And look at that, I saw this tree just spring into life a moment ago, and with it our very first bees nest. And what's cool about this is that we can just chop down the tree. The bees nest isn't dependent on it, and then we'll get more saplings and we'll be able to continue expanding our farm. And here is our first little buzzy bee going to work. My friend, you are going to help us produce lots and lots of honey. Well, my brilliant plan is a little bit on the slow side. We only have 3 hives nests so far, but we do have 2 of them full of honey, and I've collected a fair amount of birch logs. This thing has finally just started to become self-sufficient as it is fully filled up, and now I'm starting to accumulate more saplings and the trees are growing fast. However, we're not getting the bees nest quite as fast as I would have liked, and of course in the future we're going to be able to then move these into a proper bee farm, but I thought this would be a really cool way to get started. And you know what, I'm just enjoying hanging out here in the new world, chopping down trees, getting some supplies together, you know. It is all good. And it is right here that we're going to wrap up the episode of Hermitcraft, the very first one for this season. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to leave a like. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.